Good evening and welcome to our live coverage from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. You join us for this T20 between Australia and England. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box...
Might have been a better toss to lose. Bowling first, though, I think will be the best choice in the end. There's going to be a little bit in this pitch for a possible early breakthrough.
Players look ready. The umpires are in... In position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
The captain is going to change things around in the field. That one had all the ease and elegance of this batter at their best. Driven perfectly down the ground for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Not taken. Yes. A boundary, but not a convincing one. Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. Wait. Doesn't beat the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yes. Massive edge. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Wait. Finds the fielder with that shot.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Yep. Power and precision in that shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
16 for no.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Finch is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Just great bowling. Gets the ball to turn, and it just misses the stumps.
Yeah. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Couldn't get it through the field. Yes.
A brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Morgan, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Right. Can't get that outside the ring field. Yes.
You never really want to chance that arm going for a third. Did well there.
End of the over. Australia are 25 for none. Right. Quick onto that in the infield. Yeah. That's a boundary save for sure.
Gets back in time, a good decision against taking the risky second run.
Yep.
They need to get their calling right. Mix-ups like that won't help either of this pair.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Hold on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Catch it.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
10 runs added in that over. Australia are 35 for none.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Catch it.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Struck it nicely, could go to the boundary.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Catch. Yep.
Always back in the ball there. Drives the ball away nicely and picked the gap at cover very well.
12 runs added there. Australia are 47 for 1. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the members' end.
Fighting.
Lovely. Looked a good slower ball.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Yeah, mate.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
A really good stroke this. Pretty good bouncer. Very quickly into position.
It was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot actually, to get back and play it like that.
Ali in the great southern stand end.
Yes.
Too much room given. He came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot. That just raced away.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Waiting.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Drives and misses everything.
Ali with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge.
Right on.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Well, they lose at the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Maxwell will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
That one they got hold of. The slow ball didn't work and it went all the way.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Great shorter ball, well played though, didn't flinch, was able to leave the ball comfortably, and that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Yes.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Maxwell takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yeah.
That gets things going, just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Knocks them over, first ball of the over.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Ali shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Waiting. Wait, yeah.
Into the gap, nice shot.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. End of the over, 10 off it. Australia are 78 for 3.
78 for 3.
Hold on.
Some adjustments to the field. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Yeah.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Ah, mix up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication.
Yes.
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
Yeah.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
10 runs added there. Australia are 88 for 3. Livingston, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Wait there. Yeah.
Perfect technique and placement.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Super catch.
Yes.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Wait.
Out. Yeah. Caught.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion. A little late on that, no run scored.
Beaten on the drive.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Right on. Yeah.
Good bit of timing there.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Waiting. Wait. Yes.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
That was some good running. Thought about a third, but I think rightly they chose against it.
Livingston has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Rashid, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the members' end. Got all of it, and for 6.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Wait. Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Huge appeal.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
Tucks it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Loud shout.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Stark, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Hit.
Bad decision making, thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Four runs in fine style off the front foot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Yep.
That's a boundary save for sure.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they had continued on.
Edged! The keeper hasn't even bothered to look at the umpire. What a bonus this would be if they'd caught them napping. And straight into the safe hands of the keeper.
Tried to get through the tough early period. Now they'll walk off frustrated that they couldn't build a score for the team.
26 for 8. Adam Zampa is a new batter at number 10.
Butler did very nicely out there on the boundary.
Zampa gets off the mark.
Absolutely nailed it.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries.
Got to the boundary. Last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Yep.
There's trouble here.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Yep.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
Yeah.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Gone, played all around it.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Yep.
Well, they're moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Yep.
An example of how good the modern player is at sliding across the outfield.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
That was strong running. They did think about the third, but I think in the end rightly held off.
Yep.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Poor shot. Really lucky.
Great control from the hand. A lovely bit of bowling induced the full shot. It just dipped a little and unlucky not to get the reward.
Thick edge. Rashid ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Mills has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yes.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they'd carried on.
Yes.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
Yes, bowler.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Yeah.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
161.
End of the over. 15 runs coming from it. Australia are 161 for 9.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run. Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Wait. Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. Australia are 169 for 9. Mills in the great southern stand end. Going with pace now.
Chris Wokes, the new bowler, into the attack for England.
Catch him.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yes.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yeah. Bowler's in. Right. Yes.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Catch it.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Yep.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yes.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
End of the over. 10 off it. Australia are 179 for 9. We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up, punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Jacks has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Nicely played.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Finch, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Misses everything.
Great bowling, really hitting their straps.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That was a big hit, incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it still goes for 6.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
He never really wanted to chance that arm going for a third. Did well there.
Runs flowing freely in that over, 24 off it. England are 24 for none. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the great southern stand end. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary. Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do but watch as the ball goes all over the ground. Cummins coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Great shot, great timing.
Too much room given. He came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot. That just raced away. Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Beaten on the drive.
That looks like an attempt to drive that one away, but poor timing and missed everything.
Nice shot.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for the
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's incredible. Just the power on that shot. That's the sort of thing you want to see in the crowd when you come to the cricket.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and the disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they've got out like that.
Zampa into the attack now, in the great southern stand end.
Into the attack.
Power and precision in that shot.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Zampa shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Catch it.
Good bit of timing there.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
It's really hard not to get caught up in the excitement. The crowd are loving every minute of this game.
Catch. Yes.
Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
24 runs added in that over. England are 82 for 2. Gets onto the back foot quickly, and that's just flown.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. A lovely drive square.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. Got all of it, and for 6.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Over. England are 108 for 2. Great shot through the gap.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with this amount of noise. Time that brilliantly.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. This match is getting unbelievably exciting and the crowd have joined the party. It's pretty noisy in the ground. Oh my, that's racing away.
Good return back from the deep. Whipped away nicely through the leg side. Elegant as ever and picking up good runs.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Bold, disturbs the furniture.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Great shot.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
Will you listen to the crowd? They are loving it. It's difficult to hear yourself think in here.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Yep. Keeper.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed.
Yep.
If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Wait, yes.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yeah.
4 runs in fine style off the front foot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
Partnership between these two.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Catch.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
And that marks the end of the match. Australia complete a decisive victory in this match. The final margin, none. Thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to drive responsibly on your way home.
That was a mighty win. Really just too easy to score runs and chase down that total with time to spare. A great all-round performance.
There was only one team in this one, an exceptional display that saw a very easy win. That's all from us in the commentary box. See you again soon.